Let's Talk Sports, coming to you live from Clinton, Tennessee, and broadcasting all over the world on WYSH AM 1380, FM 101.1, FM 99.5, and WYSHradio.com, and on the Dragon Network powered by Wish. It's time for the All-Occasion Party Rentals and Tailgate, Tennessee Sports Talk with Jasper Young, Walt, Stair, Christopher Hicks, and Sterling Hinton, covering top athletes past and present, coaches, trivia, and more. So now sit back and relax and let's talk sports.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the All-Occasion Party Reynolds and Tailgates Tennessee Tuesday Night Sports Talk here on the Dragon Network powered by WYSH. I'm your host, Jasper Young, and alongside to the left side of me is my co-host, Walt Stair. Well, welcome in, Walt.
Well, welcome to you also, and glad to be here.
It's a long-awaited time for it to get here, but it's finally here.
I am so glad when it's football season. It has me tickled pink and ready to go.
I tell you what, we've got a lot in store for you this year. We will be having our VFL player interview with Sterling Hinton tonight. We will have our sponsorship of the players interview, which is sponsored by Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. We've got Kris Hicks with the educational moment or the academic moment. So again, just a lot of things that's going to be happening this year. We'll have trivia. We'll have some guests in. Of course, we'll have Coach Jake Dawson join us tonight.
Certainly, and we'll talk about even before that the preseason scrimmages that the Dragons had and their progress all the way up till now, and to go from there, and some of the players that we'll be watching this year that could be doing some very good things.
Yep. And I'm just going to go ahead and run back down. Without these sponsors, this show is not possible. But again, we want to thank Terry Turner, the owner and, of course, former Clinton Dragon alumni, for sponsoring it with All-Occasion Party Rentals in Tailgate, Tennessee. They're one of the premier rental companies offering everything that you need from for your next big event, like weddings and corporate events, sporting events, private parties. They have tables, chairs, furniture, all the things. So they're located at 5825 Middlebrook Pike in Knoxville, and you can call them today at 588-1131. And, all occasions where the party starts. And then we got AM/PM garage doors. You call my friend Billy Wright, offering fast repairs for bad springs, new installs, and he offers free estimates, and you can give him a call at 865-290-7475, which he will be sponsoring the Perspective, which is with Sterling Hinton. He gives his take tonight on the top 25 of the college rankings. And then Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, when it comes to heat and air, there's only one call that you need to make, and that's to Powell Brothers. They're one of the few locally owned companies left here in East Tennessee, and you can call them for a fall maintenance checkup today, and call them at 865-457-3530.
And you said that he had been covering you for the last 18 years and has covered you quite well, and kept you going each and every season.
Yeah, Kenny had came out, went through the Energy Right program, and it's been about 18 years ago, and he installed me a new unit, and he's serviced it ever since, and it's still going strong.
That's the way to do it. That's treating people the right way.
Yep. So, Walt, let's go ahead and get into kind of recapping Clinton's play this past week down in Harriman for the Jamboree, and maybe a look ahead to Heritage and some of the games around the region.
Certainly. First of all, go back even further when they played Grace Christian Academy. They had a rough time with the Price brothers over there, 39-7, but that's a team that has 18 returning starters, Grace Christian, and will probably be ranked in the top 5 in the state, could very well win the state in their particular division. And they're a good football team. And then most recently, well, actually, the week before the Jamboree, they played Bradley Central in Ray County and improved significantly in that matchup. And I thought played some good football and were a little bit better than even with both teams and also the team from Georgia. And the Dragons certainly showing a lot of improvement in that. And then they played down at the Jamboree at Harriman and played very well against Oliver Springs, defeated them in a 20-minute workout at 14-0 with all their first stringers. And then the second stringers took on the nightcap as they took on Midway, and they lost 10-0, but they played all freshmen and a few sophomores in that one. And that was to get the youngsters a taste of what it's like on the football field. And I thought they overall did pretty well. I thought Eckerson showed real good promise in that matchup, and he also won the pass competition 62 yards, which is quite significant, and we may need some of those 62-yarders before the season is done.
That's quite an arm for somebody that's on a high school level. So
certainly. And then, of course, coming up, Dragons take on Heritage. Heritage has a quarterback. They need to break in a new quarterback. They've got 4 new offensive linemen. I think the Dragons could very well have a little bit of advantage offensively against them. And I think the Dragons have some good wide receivers in Phillips and, of course, Will Young. And I think those guys have really proved it even from last year. And I think they're quite capable of doing some good things. We've got some good linemen in QG, I call him Fortson, Devontae Fortson, and also Jackson Wilson, which will be here this evening talking to us. And we just got Fulford, who is a junior. And, I mean, they've got some good guys here. Lineman-wise, I think could help Eckerson and keep him protected in the backfield.
Yep. Well, it's going to be exciting to watch this year. We're all excited, and nothing like getting to watch it return back to the gridiron. So, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and throw the trivia questions right off the bat, and it's basically what we've got here is a prize pack from Texas Roadhouse that includes a dinner for 2. It's got some steak sauce, peanuts, a little bucket, and of course a free appetizer card that comes with that, which is right at about, if you go to the Texas Roadhouse, you're going to spend about $75 eating before you come out there. So this is about a $75 value just from Texas Roadhouse. And then we've got a donation from Davis Insurance Company. They recently opened their doors in historic downtown Clinton at 355 Collins Street. These fine folks, they offer many lines of insurance from auto to life, group insurance, and they represent over 20 of the top insurance companies in America today. But give these guys a call down there, 865-314-5341 for a free no obligation quote. And then my friend Scott Wallace, he's the owner of Powerhouse Fades and Shades. He has given us a $25 gift card that you can come in. He will give you, go see him personally, and he'll give you the free haircut. And, Scott's doing some great things in the community. He invests back into the community. So give those guys a try down there at Powerhouse Fades and Shades. So I think that I've got the prize package, which we'll just go ahead and call it $125 value. So I'm going to go ahead and take just a break, and I'll come back with the trivia question. So they allow you to jump on board, but we'll be back in 3 minutes.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM, PM garage doors. Dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit AOPR.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12-month same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Stevens Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because as Kenny says,
here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Welcome back into the All Occasion Party Rentals and Tailgate, Tennessee Tuesday night sports talk. As we left for a commercial break, I wanted to come back and throw that trivia question out there for this $125 gift pack. And Walt, there was 4 Clinton Dragons that made it to play in the NFL. If you can name 3 of the 4, you will win this prize pack. Again, it's a $125 value. You can call us here at our phones at 865-457-1380. That's 865-457-1380. If you want to take a shot at that, what we will do during the time that we're waiting, we'll place you on hold, and the first person I pick up gets the answer. But what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to our VFL interview with Sterling Hinton, and we'll come back with it after the interview. Welcome back into the All Occasions Tennessee Tailgate Tuesday night sports talk here on the Dragon Network, powered by WISH. Week 1 here, my special in-house guest, my good friend Sterling Hinton. Sterling, welcome into the Tuesday night sports talk.
Hey, baby, ain't nothing but Turn Up Tuesday with me and Jasper. Let's go, baby. Turn Up Tuesday.
It's kind of hard to believe that we're already here for football season. Another year. Seems like that you was back over at the Wish Studios last year, talking about same stuff we're going to talk about, kind of recap.
We're talking about the same stuff, different games, different opponents, different times.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
But again, welcome in as my guest tonight. For those that don't know, Sterling played for the University of Tennessee and some great memories.
Hey, man, lifetime memories, lifetime relationships. Awesome moments, man. The Power T, the mighty icon in the SEC, baby.
And of course, the stories don't get old. And some of the stories that we will share with you tonight, we've been down that road before. But they never get old to me because if you're a beloved Vol fan and growing up in we were 20 years.
Man,
that's when
long
we
time
really
ago.
had the testosterone in us, and the games were fun.
Oh, and it's still all fun.
Yes,
we just because we've got
we're
some
on the other side.
Well, we got some seasoning in us right now, so we have a different kind of fun. That's what we do right now, baby.
Absolutely. So, what I want to start off with you is, I asked you this last year, I do believe, but what was your most memorable game at UT? I know you've got a lot of them, but
Got a lot of them.
what ranks up there?
Well, I got two, and it's amazing how these games are, these moments of my time at UT, but I can't put one in front of the other. Freshman year, starting quarterback, homecoming, 1987, playing Ole Miss, #1 defense in the SEC, and Coach Harris tells me that Condra Holloway wants to meet me. I said, Condra Holloway wants to meet me? Get out of here, not Condra Holloway. Stop playing, Coach. Then Coach Gruden said the same thing. John Gruden says, well, Coach, hey, Stair, Condra wants to meet you. Condra Holloway wants to meet me? Condra was my idol growing up. I watched him play ball in the Toronto Argonauts in CFL when my city was able to get cable. So I'm dating myself. These are the moments. And he walked up to me with a black leather jacket on, some shades on, and said, hey, Sterling Hinton. And my hand almost froze. And all I could think to myself was, there's no way I'm playing bad today. I don't care how good those first rounders are on that team. They had two, Moss, Stevan Moore, three. Stevan Moore, Moss, and Jeff Harrod. Those first round guys in the NFL that was on that Ole Miss defense. I said, I'm not playing bad today. Condra Holloway is here. I got to let him know I deserve to play where he started it all. He started it all. And then next is my the night I turned 21 against UCLA in the Rose Bowl and beating UCLA after we came in at 30-point underdogs. Yeah.
There was a little dance back in that day. I remember I didn't make it out to Pasadena, but I know that was the big news story is that the balls are out in Pasadena.
Yeah, man.
And there was a news anchor called Cheryl Mazur.
Yes.
And you were doing a little dance with her.
Well, hey man.
A little shuffle.
I wasn't the only one dancing. The whole team was dancing. I mean, that was one of the first games where our Tennessee volunteer faithful fans came all the way out to the other coast, and they were in the corner, and we all, after the game, just, it wasn't even rehearsed. We just instinctively ran to the corner of the end zone and just celebrated with our Tennessee fans that big night. And that was a great game for us because that defense there had three first rounders on it, two second rounders, and one guy that played in the NFL 20 years. So that UCLA defense was something to overcome, and boy, we did it.
So I want to rewind just a little bit. The day that you were supposed to go on some recruiting trips, and you end up at Tennessee. Tell our viewers how you got here. It was a state championship basketball game.
It was the playoffs. So we were in the playoffs, so the state championship playoffs, and I got tired of recruiting. My thing as a senior, I wanted to be the first class to win the state championship in basketball, football, and track. I'm the captain of all three teams, okay? So I wanted to be the first person to lead my high school to the 3 championships of the teams that I'm captaining. And so we won it in football, and now it's the basketball playoff. So I took my 4 visits, and I had 1 left, and, I determined I was going to Syracuse. And, Coach Harris said, just come down south. I said, Coach, I've been down south. I've been to D.C., I've been to Washington, D.C. That's south for me. I'm a Jersey guy. And he said, just come on down. I said, look, if we win this game on Wednesday, I mean, we'll have a 1-day open on that Saturday. I'll come down that Saturday. He said, well, come on down. All right, well, we won that basketball game that Wednesday. And then Coach said, you won. I heard you won. Come on down. And got my plane reservation, and my mother had to pay for her own because she wanted to come on all my visits. So she came on the visit, and it snowed. We had another game that Friday, which wasn't a significant game, but we just had a game that Friday. And it snowed after the game was over that Friday night. Big game against Hackensack, New Jersey. And but, it wasn't a playoff game. But we won, and it started snowing. Yeah, I said, well, I don't think I'm going to make it to Tennessee. And it kept on snowing all night. Woke up at 5 in the morning to catch a 7 o'clock flight. It's still snowing. And my mother said, Ma, we got to call Coach Harris and Coach Gruden and tell him. And Coach Higdon was the recruiting coordinator back then, Coach Higdon. Tell him I'm not going to make it because it's snowing. I'm not going to make it. He said, Sterling, we gave these people our word that you were coming. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure we get there. So my uncle drove us out to the airport. Every single flight on the board was canceled.
Canceled, delayed, canceled.
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 Except mine. And back then I connected in Pittsburgh. So back then, you should be able to come down to the gates, greet all your family, greet your friends. So, that Pittsburgh staff was there hosting recruits, bringing people in. And
you're going to like this.
And so Craig Ironhead Haywood I grew up with, was my high school tailback, a couple years older than me, and his brother Nate were at Pitt. And, Iron was a Heisman runner-up. Probably should have won it, but Icky Woods won it that year, I believe. And, Stir, we didn't know you were coming down. Coach Phil was Fazier was the head coach. Mike Godfrey was the offensive coordinator. Norv Turner, Ron Turner, who gone on to do great things in the NFL later. Dave Wanster, they were on the same staff. Stir, we didn't know you were coming. No, you're coming. So they coming down. Stir, come on. I said, no, Coach, I'm going to Tennessee. So all the guys, and then you got other recruits that you meet on other recruiting trips. They would, Stir, what's up, baby? Nah, I'm going to Tennessee. So, it was one of them things. And then every flight in Pittsburgh was canceled. Stir, you ain't going to make it. It's snowing in Pittsburgh. You ain't going to make it. It said mine. So I'm a New Jersey guy. Back then Run DMC was the hottest hip hop group out. So I got my gazelles on. I got my chains on. Got my chains on. Got my sheepskin on. And it's cold, so I'm coming down.
It's tricky.
It gets tricky big time. Then we've landed in Knoxville, and it's 70 degrees. I've never seen 70 degrees in February. Never seen it before in my life. I get off the plane, and back then, they didn't have the jetways connected to the airport. You had to walk down these steps, get on the tarmac, then walk down and up into the airport. I'm like, I'm sweating. Literally, I'm sweating, dog. Got there, and I said, Coach, I just left 2 snowstorms. Does it snow down here? He said, no, it never snows down here.
So you're walking through McGee Tyson with your
big
coat?
fur coat on with a not fur, sheepskin, but and I got my hat on. I'm dressed for a blizzard. I'm dressed for cold weather, New Jersey and up north. It was hot. I got down to the campus. Football practice was across the street, and most schools up north back then you had to take buses to practice and buses to the learning center and buses to the living quarters parts of campus, and classes across the street, walk to class. Wait a minute. Number 16 is over my high school number. What? Then I bonded with the guys, and then my host, I always blame him to this day, Phil Stewart. My host was
Big Phil.
Stu Baby.
Big Phil.
He said, you're going to end up coming to Tennessee. You're not going to Syracuse. I said, man, I'm not coming out here down playing no Tennessee, man. I'm going to Syracuse. I'm getting it in. You coming by the time you leave here, you're going to be coming here. Sure enough. So everybody that does not like me in Knoxville, blame Phil Stewart for me being here. Stu Baby did it because he was an awesome host. I had a great time with Stu and Harry Gabbert, Harry Love, and and I hung out with the guys and Joey Clinkscales, and man, I said I'm coming to Tennessee, and it was a big poof because no one thought I was coming, except my mother. My mother really liked Coach Harris in Tennessee and how they approached me because Tennessee told me day one, we don't want you nothing but except for quarterback.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a 3-minute commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Sterling how he got involved to be a DJ. You're listening to the All Occasion Party Rentals, Tailgate, Tennessee, on the Dragon Network, powered by WISH.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, They keep your life running smoothly. AM, PM Garage Doors. Dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit aopr.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12 months same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Severs Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because, as Kenny says,
here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Welcome back into the All Occasions Party Rentals and Tailgate Tennessee Tuesday night sports talk. We went ahead and go to commercial break. We will finish up the interview here with Sterling. We've got some callers on hold. We want to say thank you for your patience. We will master this a little bit better next week as we're in week number 1, so we got to work the bugs out. But again, thank you for your patience. Go ahead and hit that speaker, and let's see who that caller 1 is. Caller 1, who am I talking to?
Well, you must be talking to Mike Hendricks, my friend.
Mike Hendricks. I bet you know the answer, my friend.
Well, I would think so. What do I got to know? 3 out of 4?
3 out of the 4. If you can do 4, you're the king.
Okay, well, you know, we got to start with Charles McCurry. Larry Severs, Kimmy Weaver, and God, I want to say maybe Scott Fox.
You got all 4 of those correct, and most of them were playing in the 80s and 90s. And I think, when did Kimmy play, Mike?
It was in the 70s.
70s. Okay. You're just as knowledgeable as John Sleepy Williams.
I wouldn't go that far now.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you're ready for a haircut, ain't you?
I've been ready for a haircut probably for that burn a month.
All right, and you're going to take me over to the Texas Roadhouse and enjoy this dinner for 2?
Well, I'd rather have a blonde.
Sorry, I got what I could get here. So, but Mike, thanks for calling in. We're going to go ahead and return. We appreciate all the callers for calling in. Mike got it off the bat, so congratulations, Mike. We'll get you your prize pack. Thanks for participating.
All righty. Thank you.
All right, and at this time, we're going to go ahead and go back to the interview with Sterling the Pearl Hinton.
Well, I've only got 3 of those up there.
Welcome back into the All Occasions Tennessee Tailgate Tuesday Night Sports Talk here on the Dragon Network, powered by WYSH. Week 1 here, my special in-house guest, my good friend Sterling Hinton. Sterling, welcome into the Tuesday Night Sports Talk.
Hey, baby, ain't nothing but Turn Up Tuesday with me and Jasper. Let's go, baby. Turn Up Tuesday.
It's kind of hard to believe.
I might have been 8 years old.
Well, I think that also wouldn't your class nominate you to do like when you was in 2nd, 3rd grade?
Oh, I would DJ all of the school parties. Every holiday we used to have a school party at elementary school. So I would DJ all the school parties, the class parties, you know. And then I was still trying to imitate being a real DJ. So we had these 2 like phonographs that came on record player. They were phonographs with the one speaker in them. So I would put 2 of them together and and turn one down, turn one up, and get it mixed a little bit. I think I was doing a little something. And it was fun, and I had the optics going. That's for sure.
Yeah. For our viewers that don't know Sterling, which if you're a Tennessee fan, you know, he is our hype man at the University of the Tennessee football games. When did you start that gig?
Well, it was amazing that I was first thought of, Barry Rice back in the night one time. And what's amazing about it, when it was time, I wasn't the first person thought of because they thought it would be a recruiting violation. As ex-player, being a DJ. So it was another guy, they gave the big shot to do it first. And I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. Next thing I know, Barry asked Scott Altizer, because Scott used me for another event at that spring game up at the complex. And was it a recruiting violation? Scott said no. And then Barry came to me and said, Sterling, you're the guy. And it was all because Coach Jones wanted a DJ in the stadium. That's how it all started. Coach Jones wanted a DJ in the stadium. And I was not the first person that had the opportunity. But when it came, I was going to maximize because, man, I love what I do. I do.
That will lead up to my next question. How many calories do you burn up there? Because you got all these body moving around. You don't stop the whole entire day.
Yeah, and I got to give a shout out to Dunstan Kendrick D-Block. He's helping me with my fitness challenge. He asked me one game to put on a smartwatch and see what how many calories I burn. And I didn't know. I'm having fun doing what I do, Jasper. I don't know. And my thing is to ignite and get superlative gas on our Tennessee fans. I know the power of the Tennessee fans when they engage in the game versus just watching the game. When they become the game, it makes us a hard team to beat for another team. So that's my job. Whether it be a record, whether it be a cheer, whether it be a dance move, make myself look bad. I'm just feeling my passion more than I am in unison with the dance team. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm doing. And so I did put a watch on one time. And one game, I don't know if it's high or low, but I burned 4,200 calories.
Well, I can recall when Tennessee was in a playoff championship game for the SEC title. You were down there. The news coverage comes on. It's a major network, maybe ESPN. But they're showing you on there, and that guy's asking, how many energy drinks has he had? Not knowing that's natural energy.
Well, I'm blessed because it got me a lot of trouble when I was young. A lot of timeouts when I was young. But it's just, man, I just love what I do. I don't know what the energy is. I don't know if it is energy. I don't know if it's just something it's a natural reaction, like hydrogen to oxygen makes water. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I enjoy putting smiles on people's faces. And if I can aid in that, and I can aid in our Tennessee fan base, whether it's football, basketball, softball, volleyball, baseball, get them engaged in the game versus watching the game, we're hard to beat, Jasper. We are hard to beat. And I'm going to bring up a moment, and I hope I don't go over your time, but one of the biggest moments in Tennessee history, in 22, we beat Alabama with the prettiest, ugliest field goal in history of college football. The pretty,
whirly bird.
the flying saucer that went like this and kept on going. People forget prior to us getting the opportunity to kick the field goal, okay, our fans on 3rd and 1 made enough noise for Alabama to jump. Now it's 3rd and 6. Then our fans got really into it. I don't know what that. And it was something happened. I mean, it was an earthquake in Neely. I know we beat the sound barrier that day. I know we had. I mean, it was loud. It was nuts. Then it's 3rd and 11. So that's 2 back-to-back 5-yard penalties against Alabama's offense. With the quarterback is exceptional. He's now starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. The next play, they throw a pass. It's 4th and 8. Awesome read on the 4th down play. Phenomenal throw. I don't know how he got that ball between those arms. I still don't know how he did it. Receiver made it an awesome catch. Our defensive personnel was in position to make the tackle. 2 yards short of the first down. That's the power of the Tennessee Vol Nation. That's that power, brother. And if that could be ignited, I'm telling you, Jasper, we're a hard team to beat. I don't care who comes in. An NFL team, an NBA team, a professional baseball team come in and try to beat us. Our fans are engaged, and they become the game and not watch the game. Whoa!
That night that we beat them, it was very flawless, that last 2 minutes of that ball game.
Yes, it was.
And for them to put themselves in that position, moving the field position downfield, and being able to kick that field goal.
The catch that Brew made. Brew had 3 people on him. The defender actually got his hand on the ball before he touched the ball. His strong hands held the ball and he caught it. They'll give us a chance to make that field goal. But see, it all started with the juice of the fans. Man, the juice of the fans. I think another time was the juice of the fans. When South Carolina came here and ranked number 2 in the nation, I think it was Coach Jones' first year, my first year DJing, and we had that end zone catch. Bro, these are things that our fans, I want you, and please, Tennessee fans, if you listen to me, come to the game to be a part of the game. Don't come to the game to watch the game. You can watch it at home. You can watch it on your phone. Come inside Neyland, be a part of the game, put the juice in the big orange, and I'm telling you, our chances to win increase tenfold because of you, because our fans, man. That's the power of the Power T, brother. The Power T is powerful.
Well, is there anything you'd like to add tonight? I would want to tell you I appreciate you being my first week's guest on the show. We've got a lot to come this year into your segment of the Perspective. Giving the rundowns of the games. Of course, the top 25 is you heard tonight. And then next week we'll be covering some of the biggest rivalries of collegiate football. But is there anything else you'd like to add tonight?
Go Vols! Every day, twice on Sunday. Go Vols, baby! Yes!
And what about the Clinton Dragons?
The Clinton Dragons. Hey, my teammate, Charlie Mack, legendary Clinton Dragon. Charles McCray, into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame this year. My classmate, my teammate. This is his hometown, Clinton. I know what he does. I know what he did. I know what type of people that this town promotes and makes. More to come.
Yep. So that concludes this segment of the Tuesday Night Sports Talk, sponsored by All Occasion Party Rentals, Tailgate, Tennessee. You're listening to the Dragon Network, powered by WISH.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM/PM Garage Doors, dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit aopr.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12 months same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Stevens Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because as Kenny says,
here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Welcome back into the All Occasion Party Rentals and Tailgate, Tennessee Tuesday night sports talk. And this next segment is sponsored by Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. We are here doing our player interview, and joining us now is our senior, Jackson Wilson. Hey, welcome aboard.
Hey,
Jackson.
how are you guys doing?
Doing great. You were here joining us last year, or was it year before last?
I was here last year. Yes, I was.
Yes, last year. So I told him, I said, when I was at a commercial break, I said, hey, man, I'm going to ask you some very difficult questions. He said, bring it on. He's ready. Love that mentality. Love that attitude. So, hey, Jackson, it's senior year. Has it hit you yet?
I think it really started to hit me earlier this week, coming into first game. It's the first one of the year. It just kind of hits you that it's your last go. So I'm excited.
So, since the off season, since last year, what have you prepared doing this year, and what improvements do you think that you've made during this off season?
Personally, just watching more game film, being more a student of the game. That comes with time, and really trying to be a better leader with the guys that we have on the team. I think everyone on the team has done a good job of that. Really just trying to become a better person, better leader, and a better IQ football player. Really.
Yep. And of course, we've added a new segment to our sports talk here, which is the academic moment with Christopher Hicks. And Christopher will be bringing you on, so you get double duties tonight.
Sweet.
So speaking of the classroom, what are some of your favorite subjects? And maybe I might be taking away some of the questions that Chris
That's okay.
going to ask.
Oh, English is always a great one. It's a language we speak, but also, I like reading. It's kind of a weird hobby I have, but I like reading, so getting to do that. I love English.
Well, good. Well, let's get back to the football field. But let me ask you, what is your most memorable game as a Dragon?
That's hard. Definitely South Dole last year. We got to go down there. That's a faraway game. coming off, just a rough couple weeks, going out, shutting them out, playing in a pretty good crowd, really. It's really dark and gritty down there, South Dual. So going down there, shutting them out, running the football just down their throats, that was a great win for us. I'll never forget that.
So, sure, there's so many different aspects that you train, of course, nutrition, workouts, weights. Where are you weight-wise compared to last year?
I think last year I ended the season like 237, which is pretty light. I think this year I'm at 265. So I took it pretty serious this off season. We got a great nutrition thing at the high school. So,
and then getting into weightlifting, I guess if you feel that you've gotten a little bit stronger from last year.
Oh yeah, everybody has on the team for sure.
So we've got some linemen that's really going to be able to power block and protect our quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
So here's another question that comes to mind, and Walt, you just chime in whenever you have some questions. But who is one of the coaches that you really just click with?
Ooh, definitely my offensive line coach, Coach Sexton. He's just he's a great guy off the field. He's super smart. He really cares about us. I could talk to him about anything and just, anywhere, everywhere. He's a great guy. He coaches us hard, but he also, encourages us. I think that's just great.
Yeah.
Great guy.
So what are your expectations for this year?
Yeah, definitely. Coming off of last year, I don't think it really showed. Coach Dawson said this earlier today. It didn't show who we were as a program. I think this year, this offseason, we worked really hard, and we expect to, obviously come out, the other side of things. Playoff run is the goal for us. Taking it week by week, going against some really hard teams because we have a good team too. So just like I said, coming out on the other side of things and going to the playoffs and making a run is our goal.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let Walt chime in there. Walt,
certainly. You've gained 28 pounds, which is quite significant since last year. Tell us your situation with the team this week. What you are doing different than what you were doing during fall drills. I know you're getting specifically ready for, of course, Heritage on Friday.
Yeah, it turns into more game plan. So you're not really, like you said, you're not really doing your base stuff. You're more preparing for that team. And I think for us, it's kind of getting that mindset of, hey, we're going to play this week. Because, before you have scrimmages and jamborees, and those are great, but this one counts. This one's for, start of the season. So I think it's just a mindset shift. So I think we're all just super excited to play game Friday.
And let's see, I guess the fact that you've worked through the fall campaign and it's been nip and tuck, and you've played Grace and you played Ray County and some of those, what do you think you have learned during this fall campaign in particular?
Really definitely how to compete as a person and as a team. When you're in a tight spot, who are you going to be, right? Coming out of hard situations and games, it happens to everybody. What are you going to do after, right? Just going to lay down, or you're going to go out there and, hit somebody in the mouth. So that's kind of been the mentality for the team, after this fall camp, just keep pursuing and come out on the other side of things.
But, taking on Grace and Ray County and Bradley Central, and you all definitely go after the tough ones. And, of course, the spring game you took on Catholic, and then you whipped Oliver Springs and quite well in that jamboree.
Yeah, we did. You got to play the hard teams because you're gonna play hard teams during the season. This week we play a pretty solid 4A team. They play in a tough region with Anderson County and Alcoa, and then week 2 we play a 6A Oak Ridge. It's a tough team, but we know that we can come out on the other side of things and just be the tougher team, be the better team that we've worked really hard for this offseason. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I am too.
Well, my last question here before we wrap it up, and then, of course, we will, after this interview, go to a commercial break, and then we will bring on Coach Jake Dawson, then go into our next segment with the Perspective, sponsored by AM/PM Doors. And again, this year, if we go over at the 7:30 hour, well, like I said, we hope that maybe Coach Dawson can take a few calls if he's open for that. But my last question for you is, we've had our power struggles with our fans sometimes just sitting there. But last year, I've seen so much improvement of our fans to get behind, clatter the bleachers, scream, make noise. Does the crowd noise energize you?
Oh, absolutely. I think, even this fall, seeing them more and more people come out and watch us has been awesome. I love it. I love the crowd. I love it when it's third down. You can't really hear the guy next to you. It's awesome. But I think our fans are amazing. I think our community is amazing. They're behind us for sure.
Well, is there anything you'd like to add? And of course, like I said, we'll be following up here with Christopher Hicks in the academic moment. He's got a few questions for you. But is there anything else that you'd like to add or say to the viewers out there or the fans?
Yeah, I just want to say, come out and watch us this Friday. We worked really hard this offseason. We're excited to play. Go Dragons. That's all I ever got to say. So.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Jackson, we appreciate it. We wish you the best 2026 football season. I hope that you enjoy your senior year and with the contributions that you've made here for Clinton High School.
Yes, sir.
They're much appreciated. So good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you. And we'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break. Then we'll be back with our interview with Coach Jake Dawson.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniform technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM/PM Garage Doors, dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit aopr.net to start planning your unforgettable event today. Or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12 months same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Stevens Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because as Kenny says,
here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Welcome back into the All Occasion Party Rentals and Tailgate, Tennessee Tuesday night sports talk. And joining us in here on our sports talk here on the Dragon Network and powered by WISH is second year head coach Jake Dawson. Welcome to the show, Jake.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to be back.
Hey, how many days has it been since our last game?
363 or something like that. I don't know who's counting.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're anxious to get back on the field. This is your second year, and one of the questions that I have for you is what is different from your first year to this year, and what are your expectations for this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think up front, I think we got some big old dudes up front. One of them was sitting here in the seat I'm in a second ago. I think our physicality is a different level. I think we're senior led in a lot of ways, which is a good thing. Last year, I think we had a bunch of people that were figuring out how to lead. But if you've never really been in that role, it's kind of tough. So you end up not really doing much leading, more just kind of talking. But obviously we had a bunch of seniors that left us that were some really good ball players, really good kids. And I'm just excited for our guys now to kind of learn from those people for like a year. And I'm just excited about it.
So what areas do you think that you've seen improvement with? We've spoke about the line, how much more stronger that our line is going to be. What about our receivers, quarterbacks?
I'll be honest with you. I think we've been able to improve at every position group. And that's for a number of reasons. I think we have kids in our program longer, kids, in the weight room longer, kind of in our schemes a little longer. And then we got some people last year that work extremely hard, that are getting an opportunity, that are hungry. And then we have some new pieces come in, and we got some returning guys from last year too. So I think we've been able to improve everywhere.
And of course, you've added a few more to the staff this year. Can you maybe hit on some of those coaches that have joined you?
Yeah. I mean, some guys we've added. We've added Brandon Toomey to coach defensive line. He comes from Oliver Springs. He had been there for the past 8 years. We hired Phil Russell to be our special teams coordinator and be our JV head coach. He come from he was a co-OC at Pulaski County High School in Kentucky. They played for a state championship last year up there. Moved down here from Kentucky, and then we added Coach Penner. Coach Penner has been a little bit everywhere. Played at UT in the early 90s. Going to work with our young guys in the O-line. Is anybody? I think that's it. I think we added some.
Gus.
Yeah, we added Coach Gus, coach of linebackers. That's my guy. He moved out here from Casper, Wyoming, so he's been out here for about 2 months.
So there's 10 coaches on staff this year?
Right now we have 12 coaches on staff.
12 coaches. So, okay. So we've expanded their coaches a little bit, which is always good to break them down in different segments. So, hey, Walt, do you have any questions?
Well, certainly. Coach, talk about your offense and the top players. I know your wide receivers are quite good. Your quarterback's good. Talk about your running backs and even the big linemen that will be doing big things.
Yeah, I mean, up front, and I'm going to get going and forget somebody, but up front, with guys like Jackson Wilson, and Colton Jenkins. Colton is, 6'5", 330 pounds. Devontae Fortson, 6'2", 6'3", 285 pounds. Gabe Sanders is, 6'3", 6'4", 315 pounds. Reed White is a returning guy from last year, plays center, plays some DN, linebacker, kind of dynamic, physical piece. Weston Fulford is a sophomore last year, started 7 games, and he's going to be kind of anchor for us this year up front. I know I'm got to be missing somebody, and then tailback-wise, it's some new pieces. It's Dane Pendergrass. I'm super excited about Dane, kind of veteran presence in the room. And then Charlie Turbeville, returning guy from last year, didn't play much tailback last year, but played linebacker for us. He plays both sides of the ball. And then Zaire Oliver, who come over here. He's been over here since the beginning of summer. He's a fantastic young man. He's going to tote the ball for us some too.
I bet your players are very glad to be getting to a week of actual football instead of beating yourself senseless during fall drills. And I know having some of those other games was good, but it'd be good to have a real game.
Oh yeah, I mean, going up against somebody that's a different, different color uniform than you is always a fun thing. We're kind of in it right now, to be honest. The kind of monotony of camp, where you're kind of, you kind of get rewarded with scrimmages, but you're seeing the same guys every day. You're teeing off on the same people. So I'm excited that kind of break up the routine. I think our guys are going to be over the moon about it.
And do you feel I guess you do feel a lot better and more enthusiastic about your first year. And I just hope what does not happen Friday happened last year, the first game, 6 lightning delays. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. And for you and your first game as a coach had to have been just,
Yeah. So Oz, we kind of like early in the week, usually me and whoever we're playing that week, we'll get on the phone and just talk, parking and locker room and all that stuff. And he called me, and of course he's not from East Tennessee, and he's like, bro, if we get a delay again, we got to figure something out. We got to play the game. And I was like, well, Oz, I've been here for a few years. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. I'm going to knock on wood right here, though, that don't happen. But we've got a plan in place. We planned, a week ahead of time. So we've got an idea of what that's going to look like.
I just don't want to see that again.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I think I was there by Josh Reed. I think it was like 14 minutes. You have to wait about 15 minutes for the.
Yeah, wait 30 for every strike.
30.
Yeah.
So we got into that, and it was like, okay, he's have to do his athletic director responsibilities and call this game. So I remember that last year. But what I'm going to go ahead and do, if it's okay, Jake, is I'm going to open up the lines here. If you got any questions for Coach Jake Dawson about going into this year or any comments, and of course, keep your comments positive as we possibly can. And you can give us a call here at 457-1380. And we'll be glad to put you on the air. And Melissa will take your call. But, while we're waiting for the phone to ring, if there's any questions, we'll answer the phones. But anything else you want to add, maybe hit on? Or
No, I'm just, I've just want to kind of say, too, we've had an unbelievable amount of just community involvement this offseason. It's been unbelievable to see our locker room should be about done by this weekend. Of course, we don't open at home until September 4th. So, but it's just been unbelievable, so I just want to, I kind of got a platform here. I just want to thank people that have, helped in any way. And whether that's, time or resources or just sharing something on Facebook you see about, a work day, anything like that, it goes a long way. And we have a bunch of just fantastic kids on the team, and they deserve the very best. So I've been over the moon about how easy that whole thing has been.
And Coach, I have enjoyed your feeder system. I've seen the middle school down there working with you, and they were on the other end of the football field, and about CAC and you being involved with all the feeder systems so good. I think that is a wonderful thing, and that'll just end up having fruitful things happen.
Yeah, it's important. You think you kind of have an evaluation process whenever you're doing things, and number one is this what a good person would do? Like, is this what a good human would do? And then the second one is, does this help us win football games? So if there's something that does both of those things, where we can be good people and we can open up the arms and we can kind of share resources we may have, we're going to do it. And then the other thing, at the end of the day, if it helps you be successful and it helps all our programs win, if it helps whenever it's lightning and going crazy outside, if our youth league practices inside, if that helps them win on Saturday against NAGAF, then that's what we're going to do. So it's been awesome. We're a lot of vertical alignment, with me and Weston and Steven and Craig and Steven, all those guys, and Coach Woodard at the middle school. So it's been really cool.
And what do you know about Heritage, and what should we expect from them on Friday?
They're a good football team. They return a lot of guys. I've known Coach Oz for a long time now. It's been 7 or 8 years I've known Oz, and he's a really good football coach. But they're going to have positions to make plays. At the end of the day, we got to be physical at the point of attack. We got to be semi-explosive on offense. We got to maintain time possession.
So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to take a 3-minute break, and again, we'll keep the phone lines open. If we don't have any calls after that, then we'll go into the interview, the academic moment with Christopher Hicks. He'll be interviewing Jackson Wilson. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You've answered all the questions, Jake.
Oh, yes.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM/PM Garage Doors, dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit aopr.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12 months same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Stevens Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because as Kenny says,
here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Reynolds and Tailgate, Tennessee, Tuesday night sports talk. Jake, I guess we've covered it all, and you've answered all the questions right, and gave all the listeners the information they need. We didn't have any call in tonight, but again, we want to say good luck Friday night. Claws up and go Dragons.
So I appreciate it. Go Dragons.
All right.
One last thing I wanted to ask. You have any injuries to speak of?
We're super healthy all across the board.
Wonderful.
Nothing at all.
Glad to hear it.
So at this time, if as Jake will be exiting, we'll welcome in Christopher Hicks, and he will do a quick interview here with Jackson Wilson. Come on over here, Kris, and join us. For those that don't know, Christopher, you've done little things on air with 96.7 Merle. You were one of our promotions with that. But
yeah, the Hey Mom, I'm on air thing. I was on that one.
Yep. So we've added you to our sports talk with one of the features, the academic moment, and you're going to be covering that all year. So kind of I'll let you take away with that. And if you want to bring Jackson over here, I'll exit out of here or move to the right, and we'll have him pull up a seat over here. So again, we want to welcome you to part of our show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And again, Jackson, you're back. Welcome back again.
Yeah, thank you.
Just during this segment, we're just recognizing the academic success of student athletes. Jackson is a senior lineman this year for the Dragons. And from what I've heard, he's going to be playing baseball this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. What position you want to play?
I think I'm trying to play some designated hitter and maybe a little something in the infield. I'm on first base.
Okay,
like
sweet. Hit some dingers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got some stats on Jackson from the classroom. He finished last year with either a 3.7 or 3.8 GPA. Does that sound right?
So, yeah.
Yeah. He's involved with the FCA, and he was actually the first student that got up and spoke whenever we kicked that off last year. And he was also picked to the National Society of High School Scholars, which is impressive. What exactly is that? I don't even know what it is.
I think it's just sort of they give out, as a scholarship program, they give out, certain scholarships to certain people who, I guess, excel in the classroom, out of the classroom, just got chosen for that. Doesn't sound too crazy, but pretty cool.
Yeah. It'll look good on resume and college applications and stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I know that you can't really go into colleges you want to go to because you got offers coming in, but earlier you mentioned your favorite class. Is it still English after you had time to think about it?
I think so. I think it's always been my favorite.
Didn't want to switch it to math or anything like that?
No.
What kind of career path do you want to do?
Well, I was on the fence for a while. I wanted to do what my dad did. He's a machinist, kind of tool and die maker, has a really good job.
Yeah.
And then decided that I may want to go to college and really am into, sports, obviously, and got into the strength conditioning side, met a couple people who kind of had an interest in it. You can go to school and do something like that and start out working for maybe a college. And, they make, it's not about the money, it's about doing something you love. So I really love that stuff, being around sports and being around the physical aspect of it, definitely.
Yeah. If you give one piece of advice as a student athlete for the young listeners listening, what would you give them?
Yeah, I would say prioritize your time, right? You think you don't have time, after practice or before practice or whatever, just make time to get, your work done, to study. I had a hard time with that, my freshman, sophomore year, just having time to study. You think you don't have the time, but you really do. So just prioritize time to study, and just be prepared.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, that's all I got for you. Thank you for being on here. I wish you nothing but success both on and off the field, especially your senior year. Finish out strong. I also want to remind all the younger listeners out there that success starts in the classroom before it hits the field.
Absolutely. And we're going to go ahead, I guess, Walt, this guy over here to the right of us, I think he's class act. I think he's going to be he's going to be fun to watch on the field this year.
Absolutely.
So again, Jackson, thank you for taking a double take here on our sports talk. So.
Absolutely, anytime.
But guys, I want to remind you to tune in next week. Our in-house guest will be Terry Turner. He is the owner of All Occasion Party Rentals and Tailgate, Tennessee. He is a former Clinton Dragon. He started his young years as an entrepreneur. He was the owner of the Pizza King right here in Clinton many moons ago. So again, we want to welcome in Terry next Tuesday night here in the studio. But what we're going to go ahead and do is take a 2-minute break, and then we will come back with the AM PM garage door segment, the Pearl Spective, and he will give the rundown of the top 25. This week we're going to go ahead.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM/PM Garage Doors, dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit aopr.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12 months same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Stevens Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because as Kenny says,
here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
This week, we're going to go ahead and do a top 25 rundown of the collegiate football rankings and get Sterling's take on the perspective. Sterling, are you ready for collegiate football?
Man, that's something you stay ready for. You ain't got to get ready for college football. I just stay ready for that. It should be all year. It should do something all year with college football all year. But it doesn't have to be games. Just something to do with college football.
And the rankings are out, and
Let's go.
We've got this in front of us here, and I'm going to start back here at the top 25.
So you're going to start at the top or the bottom?
We'll start at the bottom, work our way up to the top.
Start from the bottom, now we're here.
And you give your take and let us know what you think.
Let's go.
Number 25, BYU Cougars.
BYU Cougars, great offense, good football team. I think they're in the bowl game this year. I think they'll be very competitive with every team they play. But BYU, look for some big things.
Yep. And then coming in at number 24, the other orange, Clemson Tigers.
The other orange. The other orange. There's only one orange. They just wear a color that's similar to the orange. That's what I'm saying. Clemson. I like Clemson simply because I like the way Dabo has built that program from when he took the job to where he's got it now. He's got a couple of national championships underneath his belt. You know, they got him ranked at 24. I think that's low for Clemson. Then they're going to end up higher in the ranks at the end of the year.
And then coming in at number 23, SMU Mustangs. And sounds like that they're going to have a good quarterback.
Hey, brother, as long as you got a good QB, you're always in the game. You know, you're always in the game when you got a good QB. And I hear this guy is pretty special. You know, the preseason hype is definitely something he has to live up to. And if he does, they'll do well this year.
And coming in at number 22, the first SEC in the top 25, the Auburn Tigers.
Well, it's the first SEC from the bottom up.
Bottom up.
Yeah, but you know, but I tell you what, Auburn with Coach Golish, Coach Banks, they've got two coaches that I know, and I've come to learn, respect them. I love the way they approach the game, and Auburn's got them two good ones on that staff with those two guys and the head coach that knows how to light it up.
And coming in at number 21, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Woo! It amazes me how they even in the top 25 after what happened last year. And then now, then they lose their defensive coordinator. I don't know where he went, but he went somewhere. But, Penn State, it says a lot about their program that they're even in the top 25 after all they went through last year. And this is why. You lose your head coach. You lose your defensive coordinator. And Penn State, since I was in school and admiring the Lions back in Joe Pa days, always had a great defense, always were competitive, always were a hard-nosed football team. And then you lose your people that lead the program, and people still believe in that program enough. They get paid way more than I do to cover college football to say they're in the top 25. I have to respect it because they've earned that throughout the years of greatness that they displayed.
And coming in at number 20 in the SEC, South Carolina Gamecocks.
The Gamecocks, baby. Woo! South Carolina is an amazing situation because they're always there. They're always there. You see them have, lead the SEC some years. You see them, in the middle of the SEC other years. But every game they're there. And so the way that program is built to be competitive, where that program always has a chance to win in every game they play in football, I think that's a good position for them to start the season. They might be a little higher coming into the season also.
And coming in at number 19, another SEC school, Missouri Tigers.
Mizzou! I don't know what to do with Mizzou. I don't know what to do. I'm glad we don't play them. I'm glad about that. But Missouri, they're building that program up there. They got a new coach up there the past couple of years. They get some great talent. They're getting a lot of those guys in the St. Louis area and the Missouri area to stay local. And they done well in the transfer portal. Missouri, I'm glad we don't play them.
And another favorite of yours coming in at number 18, another SEC school, a new coach, Summerall with the Florida Gators.
Florida, they will always have athletes. If you recruit local, the state of Florida always got some athletes. It's got some football players down there, got some dogs. They got an offensive coordinator who I think is very special. I think he can call it, he can dial it up. And I know he's going to have some weapons put out there in the perimeter to make sure they be able to score points. I'm glad we don't play him this year. I'm very glad we don't play him. But I'd love to meet him in the playoffs. Whoa! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Ah!
Coming in at number 17, the Washington Huskies.
Washington Huskies. West Coast.
West Coast.
They got a real tough situation out there because I think the way their schedule is positioned, they're tested a lot more than most teams on that West Coast this year. And to put them up in the top 25 at number 17, if they maintain that, they had a heck of a season because they're going to be tested this year, big time.
And coming in at number 16, the SEC school, no other than the University of Tennessee.
First of all, I like the number. 16.
16?
16!
Who wore that number?
Peyton Manning.
I think he shared some other people.
Hey, look, by the time he got it, it was hot, though. It was hot when he got it. Whoa, it was on fire. But the beautiful thing about Tennessee is the unknown about Tennessee. There's a lot of unknowns about the Vols this year. Now, I'm privy to be close to the coaches and close to the players and feel my way. And I might be biased. But the unknowns, I think, is what helps us be in a situation where you can surprise a lot of people. I was a part of the 89 team. I watched the 98 team. Because I still believe nose to nose, the 97 team beats the 98 team in the football game. But the 98 team got the chip. And no one knew what was going to happen then. They made it happen, and we got an opportunity to make some things happen and surprise some people at number 16.
Well, since we are Tennessee Volunteers, I'm going to stay right here and ask you just a few questions. We're 2 weeks away before they take on their first game with Furman. Who do you think will be in that quarterback position?
Well, I think both quarterbacks will play.
Share reps.
I don't know if they'll share reps. I think I think Coach Hyper will designate a starter, but it's important that both play because both don't have much experience. Okay, so if something happens, you want the guy that's going to have to play have some experience. And Furman is a great test. The Furman football team is a tough team. They're made of tough guys. They're built different out there. I think Tennessee wins the game, but nowhere near as it is an easy game as people think it is. Furman's got something happening out there, and I think Tennessee wins, but I think it'll be a good first opening for us. And the gauntlet starts after that.
So as far as our 16th ranking, do you feel we're too far up, or are we just right where we need to be? Or
I think it's a sweet spot. I think it's a sweet spot because you got these guys that get paid all this money to analyze football and they think they know all they know, and I'm not one to judge, but we didn't do good in the bowl game, and if you look at things from the outside in, a lot of pieces are gone, and I don't know how that suspension happened with those 2 games. I won't get into that, but that's another thing, but
we'll manage.
See, that's it, Jasper. We gonna manage. I believe in Coach Hype. I believe in Coach Hype's staff. And they are winners. And people see Hype just real cool all the time. Hype's a cool guy. Man, he's a competitor from another galaxy, man. People forget he hates to lose more than he likes to win. And people got to remember that about Coach Hype. This man was a national champion as a player. Quarterback. Run up to the Heisman. Quarterback. NFL. Quarterback. People forget about that. Forget that about Hype. And I know he's cool. He's a cool dude. But I know what type of competitor he is, and that's going to permeate down to our players, and we got some dogs. So I'm excited about our Tennessee football team this year. Very excited.
So in your perspective of things, what kind of adjustments do you think that he's had to make that's been the toughest challenge for him?
Well, the toughest
other than the quarterbacks.
Well, the quarterback is always the toughest because, in his offense, they got the ball all the time. They got to make a lot of decisions. Sometimes in this offense, incompletion is sometimes as good as a 3-yard completion because it all is the dynamic of the play calling. It's all understanding and becoming one with our offense coordinator, Joey, and Coach Heupel, and being able to lead the team down the field. So the quarterback is a big adjustment. Make no mistake about that. The other things that he having to adjust to is probably, letting Coach Knowles do what he knows. Right. Coach Knowles knows defense. And like I said, Hype was a competitive guy. And and I think Coach Banks was an awesome coordinator. Things happen and things happen. Worked out for Coach Banks. He got another prestigious position because of the type coach that he is. But, I think Coach Heupel's having to make an adjustment to, maybe letting a little more go on the defensive side. And being able to, spend more time on the offensive side, what he's absolutely incredible at, exceptional at. So, that's the big adjustment for a head coach who has to govern the entire program.
Okay. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute commercial break. We'll come back in this next segment, and we'll run down the top 15. You're listening to the All Occasion Party Rentals at Tailgate, Tennessee, Tuesday Night Sports Talk on the Dragon Network, powered by WYSH.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM/PM Garage Doors, dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit aopr.net to start planning your unforgettable event today. Or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12 months same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Stevens Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because as Kenny says,
Here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
All right. Welcome back to the All Occasion Party Rentals Tailgate, Tennessee Tuesday Night Sports Talk with the Dragon Network, powered by WISH. Welcome back in, Sterling, the top 25.
Whoa.
Number 15, we have USC Trojans.
USC Trojans.
Out there on the West Coast.
Out there on the West Coast again. It's something about being a Trojan. They take that to heart. You know, those USC people, they take that to heart. Always have a good football team ready to play good football. Always. You can make book on that. I think they have them ranked a little bit low. I think they have opportunity to be moving up the ranks. Every week they play a game based upon what they have going on with their head coach, who I think is a great coach also. And they got some players that, looking forward to see if the preseason hype, they live up to it.
So then we move up on to number 14, Texas Tech Red Raiders.
I estimate Texas Tech. I don't know much about Texas Tech. You know, I know Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray. They were all in the same quarterback room at one time. That I do know about Texas Tech. You know, they had a great receiver, wasn't there? Number 3, went to the league. I can't remember his name right now. He was out there, Texas. Did their thing. They always got something happening at Texas Tech. And now you got a situation where a guy might be let back in the play after he did some things that, the great, the legend, Charlie Hustle banned from his sport. So I'm just, Texas Tech, there's going to be some action over there one way or the other.
And coming in at number 13, up the road here, is the Michigan Wolverines.
Michigan. Michigan can probably, I hate to say this, they can have an average to below average season. Beat Ohio State, they're still number 2 in the top 25. Michigan.
And then we have
a lot to overcome over there. Got a lot to overcome this year.
Yes,
a lot to overcome.
Coming in number 12, Oklahoma Sooners.
Woo! I'll see you sooner instead of later. I'll tell you that right now. I'll see you sooner instead of later. But, Oklahoma, again, a great program, established winning culture. Interesting. SEC team now. Interesting to see how they fare this year.
Yeah. Very interesting SEC team at number 11, the LSU Tigers.
Woo.
New era.
New era, same awesome uniforms. The unis are the unis, baby. Oh, Lord, they'll let Michael Knight get a hold of them things. It might be a whole different sales thing in all these sports stores. Lane's there. My little brother and Tennessee legend, T. Martin's there. Corey Raymond, an incredible defensive back that played with the New York Giants and played for LSU when I was in college. He's back on the staff. LSU is going to be a tough team, period. They're going to be a tough team. And based upon Coach Kiffin's history, they're going to be able to put some points up. And with T. Martin helping them, they can put some points up. And, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare this year. I think they're going to be in the mix tough.
Yeah. So we move right in to the top 10. Coming in at number 10, another SEC school, which I find it ironic, ranked just ahead of the LSU Tigers, is the Ole Miss Rebels.
It's funny you say that because I find it interesting also because you got Ole Miss, of which Coach Kiffin left, and he left an incredible program that he built up, okay? Now, again, we have a lot of people that have paid a lot of money to analyze college football more than what we are, and they come up with these rankings. Why is it that LSU is 11 and Ole Miss is 10? Things that make you say, I'm just saying.
And coming in at number 9, one of your most hated rivalry teams I can recall, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
It's not one of the most hated. It's the
is the most hated.
Please say that. I gotta respect them because I love when they bring bring national championships to the SEC. But I ain't gotta like them. I got a lot of reasons not to like them. But they've done incredible things down there. They always find a way to do special, put in special work down there and make sure that their team is still one of the perennial SEC squads. They got them at number 9 to start the season. That's a good place, I think, for them. These new 9 SEC games that we all got to play nowadays, it's going to be interesting.
And coming in at number 8, Texas A&M Aggies.
The Aggies. Well, they always going to be ranked high because, they always got one of the highest gifting NIL payrolls in the country.
They got the revenue.
They got that, and they bring the revenue in with that 12-man stadium. Now, stadium is huge. It's packed every week, and they do something on Friday that brings more money. So they got ways of creating dollars down there in A&M.
You just don't want to play them at night in that stadium. That's one of the most rowdiest stadiums at nighttime.
But you know what?
Other than LSU.
I get it. And LSU and A&M is maybe one or two other stadiums you want to go to at night. But players, and I think we got players now more than just great athletes. Players want that. They want that, man. And when you get it, it gives you the juice also. Woo! Let's go.
And then coming in at number 7, Miami Hurricanes having a tremendous season last year.
Awesome season last year. Great job by Coach Kris. I mean, I just think he did a phenomenal job down there. And he's going to continue to do phenomenal work. And I think that's why they're ranked number 7. Miami's back. Miami's back. And the swag is there. And the expectation to win is there. And Coach Kris has done an awesome job restoring that in that program.
Yeah. And then you got coming in at number 6, last year was almost like a Cinderella story for the Indiana Hoosiers.
Again, you got a coach that's putting in the work, man. You got a coach that's putting in the work. You think about, no disrespect to what Penn State is doing now and the greatness that Coach Franklin did before he left. People are still living off the greatness of what Joe Pa did with Penn State. With all that turmoil and things that happened last season, they're still ranked in the top 25 coming back this year. You got a coach here in Indiana who, expects to win. I like his grit, man. I like his story. And he got guys that are buy-in for him. And so when you got that buy-in, you got that grit about you, and you got the expectation about your program, it doesn't surprise me he's ranked that high.
Yeah. And coming in at number 5, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Well, Georgia, first of all, the schedule they've had the past 2 years, and for Kirby Smart to finish that many wins, speaks a lot about him. Speaks a lot about that program. Speaks a lot about the players. And, again, I'm not surprised Georgia is ranked this high. I'm glad we don't play them. until we get to the playoffs. But, you know, Georgia is a well-respected program, well-respected team with an awesome coach.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and get a little drum roll. Because this is going to be an exciting team right here that Tennessee will be playing. It's a SEC matchup. Texas Longhorns.
Texas Longhorns. First of all, it's Tennessee blood over in Texas. It's a Tennessee DNA in Texas. And they have the same last name. Oh, baby, they got the same granddaddy or daddy and granddaddy. I'm just saying. But Texas is a very good football team. Very good football team. They've got, of course, you know, what they did last year, the impact they put on the SEC and where they played in the playoffs. Sark is doing his thing down there. Doesn't surprise me they're ranked number 4. I just can't wait till the last Saturday in September.
Number 3, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Again, great coach. Great coach. You know, and players that are buying in and doing it the right way. See, when you got a team and a coach that overcome the adversity they overcame last year, losing that game, you forget about that big loss, okay? Because they made you forget about it. Because they came back, they put their hands and they came back and made it happen, man. And when you got a team like that and a coach that's facilitating that energy to his players and student athletes, I mean, you're always going to be in the mix. So Notre Dame, that doesn't surprise me. Number 3, I see it.
And out on the West Coast, number 2, the Oregon Ducks.
I'm surprised at this. I think Oregon's a great team. Not taking anything away from them. Number 2, I think it's pretty high. I think it's a couple down, not too far beneath them that maybe I would have put there, but I don't have enough knowledge as all these people that put these rankings together have. So I'm just from the outside looking in. I think Oregon's a great team. They're gonna make some noise. The Ducks gonna make some people duck. I think number 2 is high for preseason for them, in my opinion.
And coming in at number 1, a team that Tennessee loves to hate, is the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I got a couple of friends who I argue about Ohio State because their passion for them Buckeyes is just as deep as ours for the Vols. And one thing about Ohio State that people should give credit for, you know, that run they had, the national championship year, was just incredible. Okay. That year, they lost a game when we came up to play them. Everybody wanted to fire the head coach 20 times. Okay. A month later, they had him going down the street on a float. See what I'm saying? Those types of things about this awesome game of football, the adversity that you face, and you see people go through it, you always know they're going to be competitive every year regardless. Ohio State's got dogs, they got coaches, and they got fan base. Number 1, I don't know who else you put there right now in preseason, but the season will tell, and Ohio State is always a circle on everybody's schedule.
Yep. So before we wrap this up, give me your top 5.
My top 5? Oh, easy breezy. I'll go number 5. LSU. I'll go number 4, Oregon. Number 3, Georgia. Number 2, Texas. Number 1, the Tennessee Vols, baby. Go Vols, go Vols every day, twice on Sunday. Oh, baby, yeah!
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM/PM Garage Doors, dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-556-8386 or look them up on Facebook. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit AOPR.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true.
Make sure your home is comfortable with a service call to Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors. Owner Kenny Powell says regular maintenance is the key to keeping your unit running efficiently. Powell Brothers sells York products, which come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. They also sell American Standard, Amana, Goodman, and Climate Master, and they service and do maintenance on all brands. They offer 12 months same as cash and other financing options. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors, 930 North Charles Stevens Boulevard in Clinton, 865-457-3530. Because as Kenny says,
here at Powell Brothers, we care about your comfort.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Those toes.
Welcome back into the All Occasion Party Rentals in Tailgate, Tennessee. Hey, Walt, that was a little bit longer segment than most segments covering the top 25. Maybe we should have done the top 10 to kind of not push us over on time, but that's okay. But we want to remind everybody to tune in Friday as pregame starts at what time? 6:30 here on WYSH AM 1380, FM 101.1, and WYSHradio.com. So join us for the broadcast of the game out at Heritage. And Walt, I guess what we need to do at this time, kind of give a little rundown of games around the region.
Oh, yes. First of all, Powell, which is a team we'll be playing in Week 10, they will get started before anybody else on Thursday. Powell will be at Anderson County, which they've been playing for like 8 years in a row, and they've developed a big rivalry, and that will be on Thursday. And, of course, our Dragons on Friday, as they will be traveling to Heritage, which I would put this as a pick-em sort of game. I think we are capable of winning this one against Heritage. They've got 4 new linemen in the offense that they've had to replace. A quarterback they've had to replace. They are not as loaded as Oak Ridge will be in Week 2. Not taking anything away from them. They could certainly beat us, but I think this is a winnable game in Week 1 as we take on the Mountaineers against a coach that's a former Tennessee assistant. Also, other games of interest, team that we play in Week 9, South Doyle, they'll be at Austin East. A team that we play in Week 7, Knoxville West, will be at Bearden. Week 6, Campbell County hosting Lenore City. That was one of our wins last year. Week 5, opponent, Knoxville Central. I think they're the odds-on favorite to win our region. Also, Week 2 opponent, Oak Ridge. They could very well win their region in 6A. And our region opponent in Week 11, Halls, they play each other in Week 1. And Halls actually lost 3 games in a row last year and then went very far into the playoffs. Oak Ridge started off real good and had some injuries at the last and were taken out in the first round of the playoffs. So things do change from week to week because of injuries to key players. Also, week 3, William Blount, which that's our home opener, William Blount, which will be in early September 4th, as William Blount will be at Loudon. And also Carnes, which is our week 4 opponent, on September the 10th on a Thursday. They will take on Hardin Valley. That'll be their first matchup. I think that'll be a good game. Alcoa at Maryville. The big boys playing each other in 4A and 6A. Alcoa has won 12 straight championships and has won somewhere around 20 or 20 some odd. Maryville, I think, has won 17. Eagleton will be at Oliver Springs. Sunbright at Lookout Valley. Oneida at Rockwood. Wartburg Central at Sell Creek. Midway at Cloudland. Wartburg is at Sell Creek, and Kingston versus Harriman. And also wanted to say a big shout out once again to Jackson Wilson on here. Fine gentleman, 3.7 GPA. He's gained 28 pounds of muscle, getting ready for a big senior season. And he is also going to play baseball, DH, and first base. I'm just glad to see a guy like him doing good things.
Yep. So it's here Friday night here at Heritage. We'll be traveling over there, and we encourage all the Dragon spectators to be loud, get behind the team when it's third down, yell against the other team so we can distract their offensive schemes there. But Walt, if you've got nothing else, I think that's going to conclude week number 1. Of course, next week we will have our in-studio guest, Terry Turner, the owner of All Occasion Party Rentals in Tailgate, Tennessee. He is a former Clinton alumni, so going to be an interesting interview to talk with Terry. Good to catch up with him. And again, we encourage everybody to tune in next week at the Dragon Vision on the network and WYSH. But that's going to go ahead and conclude our show for tonight. And we say claws up and go Dragons.
You've been listening to the All Occasions Party Rentals and Tailgate, Tennessee Tuesday Night Sports Talk. Tune in next Tuesday, 6 to 7:30 for more sports talk with Jasper, Walt, and the crew on WYSH and on the Dragon Network powered by Wish.